Hey fellow hobos, Hobo Joe has returned. I've had about a year off due to different reasons and Corona, but yeah, I'm back for 2021 and I'm gonna get my channel kickstarted again with a bit of Gold Rush. Alright, so I've gone and done my settings. So I've got my unit type. My unit's type is metric. Temperature unit in Celsius, being I'm in Australia. This is the standard for Australians. Clock type I'll go 24 hours. Time scale I'm going to have at ×9, just to slow the days down a little bit. Because what I'm looking at doing is recording probably 1 or 2 days per episode that I'll do. Yes, I have golden nuggets on, prompts, digger help, things like that, because I do have a little bit of trouble every now and then. I'm no expert at this game, but yeah, I don't mind it. It's a pretty good game. So yeah, I've got machine failures enabled, pressure systems enabled, and I've turned on intense lighting effects. So hopefully you guys can see when it's night time. So I've already gone and done them, and we're going to start a new game. Okay, we're going to go with the normal game anyway. And no, we do not want to play the tutorial. So let's get into it. Okay, so we've had a little screen pop up here, and a season buckets cleaning. No more holding gold. From now on, you won't be able to hold gold in buckets nor miners moss between seasons. You need to clean it. Or during permafrost, all your gold stored in buckets and miners moss will automatically be washed with 15% loss. Yeah, we don't want that to happen. So to avoid that, we'll wash it manually. Yep, you just got to remember that towards the end of the season. Okay, the gold washed automatically won't be added to the seasonal gold leaderboard. The main goal of this leaderboard is to check out performance for each action. Yada yada. Okay, we don't want to worry about that. We just need to remember to wash our mats and whatever dirt we have at the end of the season. Yeah, we don't need to worry about that. Okay, so this is our, when we press tab we get this little thing that pops up, which has our map, our gold map, for where our first plot is going to be, which is Old Arnold's plot there, parcel. And the gold map is, yeah, these squares here. We can go through and drill them, and it'll show us what gold is in the individual squares. Our journal just tells us what to do, gives us hints on how to do things and whatnot. I'm pretty familiar with everything here. And we have our dig tube, which I believe is YouTube videos on the different items and where to get them from and how to use them in the game. Alright, so with that we're going to go back. Okay, we've got a couple of sales in town. That's no good for us just yet. Alright, so we'll go ahead and jump in our truck here, start him up. I like to have my vision and my camera view in mode 3. Alright, let's get rolling. Head into town, and we've got a whole $450 to our name to start with. So that's not going to buy us very much. It does buy us the basics, which we need. And welcome to Haines, Alaska. So to our right we have the gas station and the water tower, and coming up here on our right on the corner here is our bank, which is where I'm going to stop at. Turn the car off so we don't waste fuel, and 1 second guys, I need to go into my settings and change my walking speed to run automatically. Okay, that's done and applied, so I don't have to worry about holding shift when I walk. Alright, so what we're going to do here is we're going to rent from the old Glenbank, we're going to rent Old Arnold's parcel here, and it doesn't cost us anything for a lease, so that's good, but we do have to pay, was it 30% of anything we find. Alright, so we've got that leased. Yeah, we're gonna start our pickup back up, and we're gonna head to the shop. And this here to our left is our mining store. This is where we just get any of the small equipment that we need. Rightio. So I need to start with, we've got to get ourselves a hog pan with no pump. There you go, just one of them. We'll get us a sluice box core, a hog pan one, and we also need to get 4 of these in total. We need 2 for our first sluice and 2 for the extension, which we won't get just yet, because I'm not sure. Over here we'll go check our funds. So if we get the hog pan with no pump, the hog pan with the sluice box core, and 4 mats, we are at 200, but we do also need a couple of buckets. So to start with, I'm going to grab 2 buckets. Yep. And how much is our extension? Our extension is 100. So if we get the extension as well, should be all good there. 310. Alright, so order's prepared, and that'll be just outside our store. Okay, so here we have everything that I've just brought. Now chuck the small stuff in first, because things do get a bit wonky in here at times. Are we able to? No, we can't stick them into there, damn it. I'll chuck our buckets in. And 1 sec guys, I'm just going to turn my sensitivity down a little bit, because it is a bit high. Okay, that's a little bit better. We dropped our sensitivity a bit, so I'm not spinning all over the place. Got a bit more control of things. So we'll get our... And yeah, my game does seem a little bit not too good with the frame rate, so I'm just going to check out those settings. Alright, that seems a little bit smoother. Okay, yeah. My computer's not the best for this game to run it, so I've got to run it in medium graphic settings. Okay, we're all loaded up. Old Arnold's parcel. We have finally made it. Even though it's not that far out of town. Alright, so as we come into the parcel, you can see our big shed here that we're able to store some of our stuff in. Keep it out of weather. I'm not sure, besides the permafrost, the weather actually has much effect on anything. Alright, so this is where I'm going to park up, because you have our hog pan dig site just over here, and we have a story laying around somewhere. So yeah, around the map in the game we do have these stories. Let's pick that one up and we'll go to our journal, go to stories, and now this is the one we've unlocked by picking up that paper. So yeah, there's a few different stories around the place. One we just got was Old Arnold Parcel. I've just arrived, the neighbourhood seems quiet and peaceful. I'm heading to the Old Arnold's Parcel to start my gold miner journey. I hope we'll get well. Yeah. I've never realised how hard that job can be. Using machinery is the easy part. Yep, definitely is. But all the cleaning and maintenance is driving me crazy. Yeah, that's a fun part to it. Okay, so we're going to grab our... And my phone is going off then. I should actually silence that. Alright, so we've got our sluices. So put down the first part. Was that the first part? Or was that the extension? Yep, that was the first part. Alright, I'm going to get this set up and I will be back. Alright, we've got our hog pan with our sluices set up. Oh, a bit of a lag there. Yeah, we've got our hog pan with our sluices set up. Got our mining moss put into the sluice, and we've got 2 buckets of water. So, now the fun part of digging. Alright. We'll start here, gonna dig up a few shovel loads of dirt here. I think it takes about 9 or 10 roughly to fill the hog pan. And this is all we do, just a bit of a slow process. Shovel the dirt. And look at that, we just got a gold nugget. Alright, so if I want, I can reject it, which means we won't find any more gold nuggets in the game, which makes the game a lot harder. But yeah, I want to get off to a bit of an easier start, so we're going to keep our gold nuggets. And what we get, we got a 24 gram nugget. Alright, what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to change my I'm going to change my settings again so gold appears in ounces instead of grams. Okay, so I've just switched my settings back over to imperial instead of metric, because weirdly, even though I am Australian, and we're full. Whoops, and see, when you're full you get that little thing up in the top saying you're full and wasting pay dirt. Yeah, so what we do is grab buckets of water, and I think it's 3 buckets that will wash through a full hog pan. Let's see how that goes. Yeah, so as I was saying, weirdly, I'm Australian and yeah, everything's pretty much in metric, but when it comes to like the gold price and whatnot and how much gold there is, I actually have trouble working out the ounces to grams and grams to ounces, etc. And I'm more familiar with gold being in ounces, so I'm going to stick to the ounces with that. And yeah, that first washout got us for another gold nugget, 60 ounce. Nice. 0.6 ounce, sorry, I think it was. I'm not sure. Yeah, I forget what I was saying now. Anyway, one more shovel and wash out again. Alright guys, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pump through some dirt and get our mining moss up to 100%. And once I've done that, I'll come back and show you the cleaning process, which at the start is very painful. I'm not a fan of using the actual pan to pan for the gold. But yeah, righto guys, we're up to 18%. So I'm going to go back, I'm going to go through and get this mining moss full. See you on the other side. Oh yes, we just got a 1.16 ounce nugget. Yeah boy, Hobo Joe, he's gonna get rich. Oh yeah, nuggies for life, a 1.29 ounce nugget. Alright guys, we've got our mining moss at 90% full. And I've just got one more shovel load here. And chuck that into our hog pan. And we found another nugget. So yeah, we're pretty much filling that one lot of miner's moss. We've got 9.301 ounces of gold nuggets that we found, which is very, very, very helpful to start with. Alright, so once we put 3 buckets of water through here, our moss should be at roughly 99%. So we'll get this put through, and then we will pull out our mining moss and go give it a clean out. There we go, look at that, 99. Can't get any closer than that. Okay, so what we do when we've got a full lot of moss here, we just pull it out and we dump it into a bucket. And then put it back, and we can wash the all four mats out, or mining moss out with the one bucket. So that's the limit it can take, it's just the 4. And it's 12:15, so taking the morning so far to get one lot of that done. Now we've got to bring our bucket up here, and one thing I always forget is they give us 2 buckets to start with. But that's something I always forget. Alright, so we have our pan here, and we just tip our bucket into the pan. But another thing we need to do is we need to take our big tub here out and put some water in it so we can wash our mats. Okay, so we've got our first pan full of dirt nuggets here. Got to wash out, get the water nice and dirty, and look at that, we've got a couple of little nuggies in there. Empty the water. And we just keep doing this until the water starts coming up clean. Yeah, I think that's going to be about it for this. Yep, this lot. Yep. Alright, so bring our these up this way. Roll. Now we press shift. And we pick up what we got. So we've got 9.301 ounces. How do we go with one bucket? 326, 366, 367, 391, 459. Yeah, that's not too bad. Press shift again. Dip out our dirt. Alright. Oops. Need to press E again. There we go. We'll put our pan back over here and do another one. Can't remember, I think it's 4 pans I think we get out of one bucket. So let's see. Yeah. Give me those nuggies. Give me those little gold nuggies. Just be careful too, because you can lose your gold in the tub and you can't get it back. Well, not that I know of anyway. I've lost a little bit in the past. Alright, that's about as clean as we're going to get it. And another couple of little nuggies in there. Pick them up. Yeah, we're at 9.61. Yeah, and this stuff here that we're actually finding is what we got to actually give a provision of, or a certain amount of, to the landowner. So, but thankfully the nuggets that we find, we don't have to. Alright. And that's as clean as we're going to get it. Grab this nice big chunk here. And with that other little one there is, got him. Alright, so almost got close to 10 ounces. So, I'll put the pan back over here, take my bucket out. Fill him up with water just so I don't have to do it later. And I'll fill this one up too. Alright. Now we've got almost 10 ounces. We're going to head back into town. And I'm going to get this gold smelted at the blacksmith. Just so I can get a little bit more cash. So we can get, hopefully get, the hog pan, with like the pump hog pan. We'll need a water pump, a generator. No, we don't necessarily need a generator yet, but if we've got the money, I'm going to grab one. So that way, depending on what cash we got, because I hate doing the gold cleaning by hand through the pan and whatnot. I love getting the gold washing table and the magnetite separator. So, if I'm able to afford that after I smelt this gold down and sell it, I'm going to be getting all that stuff. Right, I'll see you at the blacksmiths. So we've made it to the blacksmiths, and yes, I got my diff on. Always have my diff lock on. Alright, and we have a story here. So I put the handbrake on, turn her off, and hop out. So yes, there are a couple of stories here. We've got the one under the seat just here, that I know of, and I do believe we have one over here. There he is, yep. I'm not sure if there's actually any more around this area though. They're the two of that I know there. Oh, the two that I know of there, I should say. Get my words mixed up. Righto. Alright, so we're here at the blacksmith's, and yeah, 9.94 ounces. And it does cost us to smelt, and I've got $140, so let's see. It's only gonna let us smelt 1.4. Ouch. Alright, that takes 15 minutes to smelt. I'll see you again when it's done. Okay, our bar is ready, so let's grab him. Got no money to smelt more at the moment, but there is our 1.2 ounce gold bar. Just chuck him in the back. It's only gold, who cares? Chuck it in the back. Alright, we're off to the bank to go cash in our gold. And that one gold bar should get us roughly about $2,000. Maybe a little bit more. Okay, what's the bank gonna give us? So I'll go only 1500. Well, it's better than nothing, and we can use that to get the rest of our gold smelted up. Alright, back to the blacksmith. Oh, don't the loudest bang. Alright, Mr. Blacksmith, how much can we get done now? Nice, we can get the rest of it done at a cost of $847. Okay, so we've got to wait another 15 minutes. And our blacksmith is finished. Right, and grab our gold here. Is it 7.6 ounces? Yeah, it's not too bad. And it'll give us a couple of thousand to get what we need, hopefully. A bit of a tight turn through there. Alright, back to the bank to sell this, and then off to the shop. The lovely Old Glen Bank of Haines, Alaska. Hey, $9,368. That's not too bad. Pretty good morning's work there. Okay, I'll go to the shop now. And hopefully we can get everything we need here to just upgrade our hog pen a little bit more. Handbrake, and turn him off. Yes, always make sure you turn your car off when you get out of it, if you're going to be out of it for a while, and turn your lights off too, if you use them, because your battery can go flat and you can run out of fuel. Hey, I've actually only just noticed that banner up there. Nice. Okay, so we want the hog pen pump. We get one of them. We definitely need the small generator. Not the generator, the diesel water pump. And in saying that, for that we do need one fat water hose, and we're going to need one thin water hose. That's just to connect up to the water pump, and we also need a filter for the water pump so we don't get any blockages or whatnot through our pipes, which I believe can happen. Okay, so I believe that was the basics we needed. So the hog pen pump, the small diesel water pump, fat hose, the thin hose, and the water filter. Right, so we'll get that. And that has, we do need to get petrol too. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that right there at the back, so it's easier for me to fuel up later. I'll put hog pan and these couple of hoses in. Okay, so that's the basic stuff there that we need. Now, just to make cleaning our mats and that easier, I'm going to check out prices for this stuff. So it's $4,036 for that, $2,522 for that. I'm going to need, no, not the water pump. Well, we do need the water pump, but we need a mobile generator. And we're also going to need, seeing as we have them, going to need one, well, we don't need to grab these now, but it does come in handy. Two of them, and we will also need one of them. splitters, and I'm not sure, also jerry can. Gonna need jerry can too. Okay, so let's see if we've got everything. So it's the wave table, the separator, generator, fat hose. We also need, there's a 7,101 there, which we can afford, but we also do need to power our wave table and that, and they require, I'm pretty sure it is the yellow plugs. Yep. So we need 2 small power cables. I think that was it. Yes, actually we're going to need 2 small ones then, because we can only plug one in to the generator at once, the small ones. But we can plug 2 of these big ones. So I'm going to buy, hang on, what did I get? Recheck that. Yeah, okay, so I do need the splitter for that as well, which is right there, power splitter. Alright, pretty sure that's everything we need. So 1 wave table, 1 magnetized separator, mobile generator, fat hose, 2 thin hoses, the splitter, yep, a jerry can, 2 low voltage cables and 1, yes, pretty sure that is everything. Yep, okay, order that. Alright, and we still have $2,229. So, now we've got the fun part of loading this up. So I'm going to move, grab the generator properly. Try and move him to the water pump, I mean. Him to there so I can chuck generator. He's not going to fit. So I might put these 2 sideways. Just at the back here so I can top them up with fuel. Yep. You back up. Now I may have to come back and get these couple of things. Alright guys, so that's all that small stuff loaded up. We've still got the magnetized separator and the washer table to go, but as you can see I'm pretty full, so I'm going to go get some petrol or some gas and fill up my generator and my water pump and my jerry can. And I'm going to go drop this off and come back and pick up the other stuff. So I will see you after I've got everything back to the claim and set up. Yeah guys, I've just filled up and I'm heading back, and I thought I'd just show you something that the devs like to do for this game. Look at that lovely Christmas tree still up. They still haven't updated that because it's after New Year's now. But they always give us a little present, which is this awesome looking, well, I wouldn't say awesome looking, but it's there, a different bonnet with a scoop. Back to the claim we go. Okay guys, so I've got a few things set up here so far. I've got my water pump down, I've got my hose running over to there, and I've got my smaller hose there. I've just taken the old hog pan off, and I've got the new hog pan pump on. So place that in position, and we'll grab our water hose. So I'll show you how this sets up, and bring our hose back around a bit there, and bring him around to here so your hose goes straight in like that. So that's how you set your hog pan pump up. You make sure you go to a water source and to your water pump. And we also need to get the filter to chuck on the end of our fat hose. So I don't know why my game keeps doing that. Seems like every time I grab something, or a few things out of the truck, it brings that up. Anyway, yeah, we get our filter and we just chuck it onto the end of the hose. And then we bring our hose, I like to place it right up into there, under the waterfall. Okay, so that's all set up. And I'm just going to go back and finish unloading the last of these few things. And then I'll go back and get the wavetable and the magnetite separator. And I'm going to sell my other hog pan no pump while I'm at it. So just to sell you things, let's pull up here, whatever you want to sell, just grab it, bring it up into this big bin, tray him in, go to the cash register, and we get 25 back. Can't remember exactly how much we paid for it, but yeah, we don't need that one now. Alright, I'm off to town to get these other things. Okay guys, so we're back at our claim, and I've got the magnetite separator and the wavetable. Make sure I turn my light off. Alright, and again that pops up. Okay, because it's, I'm not exactly sure why it pops up like that. It is a bit of a pain. Alright. Wavetable on a position here, and we'll grab our short lead there, plug into the front, and grab one of our hoses, take her into the behind, plug him in, and now our separator, and we will put our separator right about here, I think. Yeah. So plug you into the front, and we need our water. Plug him in the back. Okay. So that's all that's set up. Make things a bit easier. I'm going to grab one of these buckets in here, and I'm going to put him out. Actually, no. I'll put these other couple of buckets I've got down here. And then, because at the moment I don't have any lights, after I fill this other bucket up and put it down here at the hog pan, I'm going to call it a night. Because I don't have any lights and whatnot, and as we know, YouTube does make videos look a bit darker, and I don't want you guys to have trouble seeing. Oh yeah. So 7:10 at night, and it's got a bit of snowfall happening. But we're gonna call that a night and start off the next day by digging. Yeah, sleep till dawn. And there's our day one summary. So we processed 1.32 yards, and we got 0.63 ounces. That's not including everything that, all the nuggets that we got. And we've just paid $221 in rent due to that bit of gold we found. So it's 6 o'clock the next morning. Still got a bit of snow going, but here we are. We're gonna kick off by getting our hog pen full, so we'll put in our 9 loads into that, and doing this just saves a bit of fuel with your water pump. So I'm going to go through and fill this hog pan, and once we get it full, gonna start the water pump up. One more bucket, or one more shovel load. Rightio. So now we just pull our cord here, water pump goes, and that's starting to wash through by itself. So all we need to do now is just keep the dirt up to it. So I'm gonna keep this going, and we found another nugget. I love finding nuggets. But I'll see you guys when I've got full mining moss. Another little trick I like to do, guys, is I like to get my mining moss up to about 35%, and then I usually turn my pump off, the water pump off, just to save that bit of fuel, because I usually find by the time I get to this, like, all the dirt that's been through has been washed, that all the dirt that was in there that I've put through has been washed, and just to save a little bit of fuel, because as you can see I've used 5% already, I turn my pump off and go through and fill the hog pen up again. That's just a little thing I like to do. Alright guys, we've almost got a full load of mining moss here after this bucket. There we go. So to turn you back off and grab this bucket here. Just go through and clean our moss. Put him back in. And this time before I do a clean out, I'm going to get all 4 buckets done. So I've got to get all 4. Oh, I've got to, yeah, fill my mining moss another 3 times. So that one's done, and it is almost 7:30 in the morning in game time. Right, yeah, so I am going to go through and get these full another 3 times. Let's fill these 3 buckets, and then we'll go and wash it out. So I'll see you guys then. Just a few more buckets, or more shovel loads to go, and then we're going to be finished our 4th lot of dirt through our hog pen pump here. We just got that 1 bucket left to do, so just gotta wait for these nuts to get that 1 more percent. I've already taken up another couple of buckets. There we go. Alright, so it's 11:15 game time, so it hasn't really taken us that long to get the other 3 buckets done. Clean these out, and as you can see I've found a few decent nuggets in that. I've got 20.572 ounces of gold, and that's just all from nuggets that I found while digging. And as you can see, I've got a nice little hole dug there, all with the shovel. Alright, so now I've got to start my water pump up again, because we need that up top. And take our last bucket up. Alrighty. So we tip our bucket into our magnetite separator and chuck him under the dirt side, and we can put all 4 of these into the separator, because each bucket is roughly, say, 25% thereabouts, sometimes more, sometimes less. And there you go, all 4 buckets is 96%, and we need to turn our generator on, and it might help if I actually plug stuff in, if I can find my other lead. Let me find that and I'll come right back. Okay guys, it looks like I've made a bit of a boo-boo here, because I can't find my whole high voltage lead. I think I've only grabbed extension at some point. Okay, so instead of running all the way back to town, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to set my leads up to run straight from the thing for now. So I've got to turn this water pump back on because I turned it off while I was looking for the lead so I didn't waste water. Radio, turn that on. I'm going to have water running through our stuff up here again. And we turn generator on. And start up our magnetite separator. So once it's full, our bucket's full there, we will tip the gold from this now. So one full bucket from there does 50% of our wavetable. Put that back under, fill her up again. That's magnetite bucket slowly filling up. Right, there we go. Pour him in. That's 7.99 ounces of magnetite. Yeah. Need a lot more than that though. If we use magnetite, we can either sell it or we can use it to get upgrades to blacksmiths, like faster times or less gold loss and stuff like that. Alright, so that's that bucket done, and that one's full, so we'll put that bucket there, chuck out the bucket under here, and get this last one done. And magnetite's at 1%, and there we go, we've got 84% in that bucket, a bit less, not sure why though. Alright, so I need to unplug you. Plug in our wavetable and we'll turn him on, and you can see our gold slowly going up over in the side there. This makes it a hell of a lot easier, a lot more quicker than doing the pan and the tub. Save that a lot of time and you can get a lot more done. We'll take a couple of our buckets back over here. There is a chance we are going to need another probably 2 or 3 bucket loads out of that. 2 or 3 more clean outs from the miner's moss. Yeah, just all depends on what we get here. Fill their buckets up too, because I will forget to do that later. Go back up. That one's nearly complete. I'll take this back down. And our goldfin's done. Finished washing and we've got 2.19 ounces out of that, so we'll turn that off so it'll save a bit of fuel. And yeah, so we've got 22.764 ounces. Turn our wavetable off because it's complete. Generator off, and this time we've only got 3 buckets because our other one needs to stay under here for our magnetite, and that's only 1% full. Alright, I'm going to quickly run back into town and I'm going to smelt this gold up and see how we go. So back at the blacksmith, and we've only got $18,008 left, so we can't quite get a full bar done, but we'll smelt that And while we're waiting for that, oops, we've got my handbrake on. Slow down, truck. Maybe start him up too, eh? Might help. Alright. So while we're smelting that, I'm going to go find out the price of the excavators. Because if I start getting our tier 2 wash plant, mobile wash plant and whatnot started, we're going to. But one thing I am going to do is, once I smelt this gold and see what we've got left, I'm actually going to lease the good old digging machine here. Because I can lease it for $3,016 for the day. And if I lease that, I will show you guys why. But we've got $15,709 for the small excavator. I like getting the big one, and sometimes I can get it straight away, sometimes I don't. But it is $67,025. So we'll head back to the blacksmith because our bar's just finished. And we'll sell that bar and get the last 4.5 ounces of gold done off, smelted. We're going to need that money as well. And then see what funds we've got after that. Make sure I put handbrake on so we don't have the pickup roll away from us again. That's right, I can't do that yet. I'll go and sell this to the bank. And hopefully we get, well, out of that bar. I didn't even actually see how big the bar was after our losses. Run for a minute or two there. What was that? This bars was 16.4 ounces and it was 19,837. I will take that. So now what I'm going to do is go back and smelt up this last 4.5 ounces, and then buy a couple of little cords and whatnot at the shop. I know for the tier 2 I do need a power generator. I can use the same one I got, but it's just easier getting another one. And I do need, I'm pretty sure it is yeah, so I need 2 of those blue leads, I'm pretty sure, because from the generator to the mobile wash plant is also a high voltage cable. So I'm going to get these couple of smaller things to start with, and being we've still got plenty of time in the day, I'm going to check this out quickly. It's not showing anything on there. Rightio. Yeah, so for that I'm going to need another generator. Going to need 2 cables. I'm pretty right with that stuff, I think. And I know also that I'm going to need another fat water hose and possibly a connector. So I'll grab those couple of items now and I will order them. I'm not going to buy the mobile wash plant just yet, so I do have the money to. but I want to go through quickly, well, not so much quickly, but I want to go through and get the drill. So I'll go back, get this gold bar, then I'll stop at the vehicle shop and rent the drill. I have seen that you can, I think it's through the journal thing there. Let me just check. Through the gold map, I think you can. No, you can't. I've seen somewhere where you can actually get like 20 holes drilled. It could be on the computer back at the, not the laptop, the tablet back at the claim. Not 100% sure about that. And I haven't used that yet, but I'd rather just go through and drill on my own, really. Even though it does take time off. But I have found you can find a lot of gold nuggets just by using the drill. And some of you may think it is a bit of a cheap way to get money, but I don't care, because it actually gets you kick-started a lot quicker and get you mining with the biggest machinery a lot quicker, and you don't have to stuff around so much with the shovel, doing it all by shovel. So that's my reason for doing it this way. And I'm not a big fan of taking out loans all the time either. I will take loans out from time to time if I have to, but yeah, not keen on it. Alright, so I'm going to go back and unload the pickup and get the drill down to start drilling. So I'll see you once I've got the drill back down to the where the gold is. Okay guys, we're back at the claim and we're in the drill. I haven't bothered emptying out the pickup yet because it's too slack for that. But we'll get our drilling machine down over here to where we can dig out all this beautiful, beautiful pay dirt and see what levels of gold we find. I'm thinking I might start right over, I'll go through this front section first of all. Drill out even these little tiny ones, even though they're not really worth it, but yeah, put our handbrake on and drop the drill with F. And let's see if we can't find some nice big nuggets. Alright, we can't go too far down there because it is very shallow there, which is understandable. And that was another one that's too shallow. But what I might do from here is I'm going to turn and go up and down that way like this, I think. Okay, let's see if we can find some nice big nuggies. And that'll be our first nuggie start off with, that big 16.8 ounce. Nice. Yeah guys, so that's why I like getting the drill out here pretty much to start with as soon as I can. So I do find these nice nuggies, and they do help you get your tier 2 and tier 3 equipment a lot quicker. And that'll be another 2.69 nugget. Alright guys, I'm going to go through and do a few rows of this, and I'll let you know how much gold I got after a couple of these runs. I might even just chuck in a little time lapse here. But yeah, I'll be back shortly, hopefully with a lot of gold. So as you guys can see, I've already done like 3 rows and I'm working my way down the 4th now. And I've already pulled out almost 63.5 ounces out of the ground just by doing those couple of rows there. So it is a pretty lucrative way to start off with, just to get your cash up, and so you can like tear up a little bit quicker. And we've just got another 6.27 ounce nugget. It's nice. Only thing about doing this is it does take a lot of time. As you can see, it's like 5 o'clock in game time. But I'm just going to keep slowly drilling away and try and get as much of this done as I can before midnight. Because I want to have the machine returned back to the shop by midnight, so I don't have to pay like an extra 3,000 or whatever. So if that means not getting all this done, well, so be it, but we're making a decent amount of gold out of this anyway. So guys, we just got the warning for low fuel. Oh, she's a bit slow going through here. So I'm going to try and get maybe this run and maybe another run done. And I'm going to get the drill back up so I can send it back to the shop, so I don't have to pay any extra fees. And because it is starting to get late, I am going to have to probably go and sleep for the night, just so we can start off our next episode with a nice fresh day. But yeah, like I said, I'm going to get this bit of row and probably the next row done if I can. And I'm sitting at 110 ounces of gold. So we're coming up to the last couple of squares now, the last like 8 or so squares. But I've just been going along doing 2 squares at once here. But as you can see, the fuel is starting to get very, very low. So I get a couple more of these done. Hopefully I can get the last, we've got 8, 9 holes drilled before we've got to go back up to the top there to take this driller back. And yeah, look at that for our nuggets. Gold sitting at 161 ounces. Yeah. 1, 6, 8, yeah, 7 after this one. Somehow, I don't think we're going to make it, guys. So, I'm going to try and do a couple more because I still need fuel. Ah, no. Right. It would help if I press the right buttons, actually. So I'll get number 114 done and try and get 89 and 90 done, and then get this drill back up and send it back to the shop. Or maybe we may have just enough fuel to do 64 and 65 as well. But yes, this is a very what's the word I'm looking for, time consuming thing to do. But I reckon the gold is worth it that you get from it. Yeah, I'll get these last two done. Gotta stop trying to take the handbrake off too early though. Not going to worry about doing 40 and 39. I may do later, but I don't worry about it now. And yes, look at that, a 16.24 ounce nugget. Love it. Nugs for days. Alright. Fuel is very, very, very low. Okay. Last one. Last one. Then we'll do the bit of a cheaty way, and we will, instead of driving back up, we're going to hit tab, and we're going to hit on our digger and go to restore, so it puts it all the way back over there for us. Alright, so now all I have to do is just drive back over here. So when you do lease things from the shop, guys, and you are finished with it, just bring it back over to your selling point here and just hit your thing. You get no money back, but it sends it back to the shop. Alright, so I'll quickly jump back to our car here. It's night time, so go in here so I can see a bit better. Rightio, Old Glen Bank. We still have that 4.09 ounce gold bar there, which is a value of almost 5,000, so we'll sell that. Click on it first. There you go, so we've got 19,000, and we are pretty much at the end of the day. I'm going to quickly look at our gold map for where we've drilled. Oh wow. So as you can see here, these areas that are the brighter yellow do contain the more gold. So in that one square there's supposed to be 402 ounces roughly. So yeah, we've got a bit of decent gold through here by the looks of this. So that's a pretty good start. And we could either get the drill again on our next day and go through and hit up more, or I might actually just go get the mobile wash plant and start digging out some of this stuff, so you guys can see how that all works if you just don't already know. Alright, so what I'm going to do is we'll go here and we will go till dawn. That way we can see our end of day summary. So we processed 5.39 yards of dirt. That's a lot of digging. And we got 2.19 ounces out of that. And we had to pay 0.66 ounces of gold to the landowner. So yeah, if you've got gold, they'll take the gold, but if you haven't, then they'll take cash. Well, anyway, folks, that's it for today. Hope you've enjoyed the start of Hobo getting rich. I hope. We'll see. Alright, guys. Catch you later.